Back from Tehran. In place of our usual closing segment, the quiz, the book of the week, and the last look, I thought I'd give you some of my impressions of Tehran and Iran and Iranians. It is, of course, a snapshot from a very brief visit, but I thought it might add some color to the picture you might have of Iran. Tehran is a big, sprawling city of 8 million people, nestled in a semi-arid plain in the shadow of the Alborz Mountains behind me. The highest peaks of these mountains are always snow-capped with a well-known ski resort. Yes, Iranians ski. My first impression of Tehran was of cleanliness. It is a remarkably clean city for one in the developing world. Certainly a far cry from the chaos of Cairo, for example. The streets are swept daily, garbage is picked up daily. Traffic in the city is terrible, but that's largely a consequence of a growing middle class that buys more cars each year. The city has a large network of roads and highways and public buses and the underground metro, all of them effective and clean. The overall impression is of order. Iranians I spoke with said this was attributable to an Iranian fetish with cleanliness and order, though some did credit the city government. Remember, the last mayor of Tehran is currently the president of Iran, and the current mayor of Tehran is reported to be eyeing the presidency as well. Tehran is also a bustling cosmopolitan city. From the bazaar to shops of every kind that dot neighborhoods, you see Iranians doing business. Because of sanctions, you see very few Western brands. Every bank, store, and boutique has a local name with local products. There are some exceptions. Coca-Cola is here as it is everywhere. One of the other effects of sanctions has been that larger and larger parts of the economy are now controlled by Iran's Revolutionary Guard, the elite corps of the armed forces. Iranians are a worldly people and don't like the sanctions and their isolation from the world. But they are also a nationalistic people, and they seem to resent that they, ordinary people, pay the price for the actions of their government. Women in Iran are covered from head to toe, as you know, but somehow Iran's women have managed to take this restriction and turn it into a fashion statement. So you see highly tailored outfits, colorful headscarves, and peeking out from it all, beautifully made up faces. Women in Iran are educated, articulate, and well integrated into society. When you watch them driving their cars to work, you are reminded that women in the Islamic Republic of Iran are considerably more liberated than women in Saudi Arabia. The talk of the people I met with, the political chatter, was of the rift between President Ahmadinejad and the Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei. Now, what is hard for most Westerners to understand is that in this debate, in Iran, Ahmadinejad is the moderate. He has been trying to clip the wings of the clergy. He has advocated loosening up some of the restrictions on women, allowing them to attend football games, for example. He speaks, as you heard, of Iran's pre-Islamic past with pride, something that is heresy to the clergy. And many here believe that he wants to be the Iranian president who will normalize relations with the West. But with all that is going on now, between the Saudi plot and the nuclear deadlock, that appears a very distant prospect.